I'm Andy Goldberg, working with good businesses who are looking to grow and that are prepared to do whatever it takes to get their business to the next level. And when we think about taking our business to the next level, we're talking about changing our results. And if we want to change our results, we need to actually change what we're doing. And even if we aren't thinking about our results, we need to remember that change is inevitable. The world around us is changing. The economy is changing. Customers are changing the way that they make decisions. For example, there's a lot more information out there because of the internet and social media, etc. Our competitors are changing. They're getting better. They're doing new things. So if we want to continue to thrive and survive, we're going to need to change. Change is inevitable, but we can choose to be proactive and change before we have to, or reactive and change when we need to. Now, I prefer to be proactive. And yet we have a resistance to change. Now, why do people naturally have this resistance to change? Well, change is hard. It requires work. It requires learning. It can be scary because change involves the unknown. And probably most importantly, it takes us out of our comfort zone. So we have a resistance to change, and we need to overcome that resistance if we want to get better and keep up with the world. So we've got a formula for change. And the formula for change is D times V plus F must be greater than R. So what does that mean? Well, on the right side of the greater than symbol is R, and that stands for resistance. And in order to change, we've got to overcome our resistance, and that means everything on the left side of the formula needs to be greater than what's on the right. So on the left, we've got first D, and that's dissatisfaction. In order for us to do the work necessary to overcome our resistance to change and step out of our comfort zone, we need to have a high enough level of dissatisfaction of where we're at now. We need to be unhappy with our current situation. Now, our current situation may be poor, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're unhappy with it. So we need to actually be dissatisfied with where we're at. And second is V, and that stands for vision. We need to have a clear, motivating vision for the future, so we know where we're actually heading. It's not enough just to be dissatisfied. People who are only dissatisfied and don't have any vision, they don't change, but they do whine a lot. We need to have both the vision and the dissatisfaction. Now, we can have a high level of vision, but a low dissatisfaction, meaning we keep thinking about the future, but we're not actually dissatisfied with where we're at now. We're pretty happy. We're pretty comfortable. They don't change either, people like that, because they're just dreamers. They don't have enough motivation now because they're comfortable. So we've got to have both. Anything times zero is zero. Now, if we do have a high enough level of dissatisfaction and a high enough level of vision, then we may take some first steps. And I say first steps because that's the hardest part. Once we start to take action and build some momentum, it's not that big a deal. But we've got to actually take some first steps and some first action to move us towards our change. And all of this must be greater than our resistance. Now, the other way to make this formula work is to lower our resistance to change and just accept the fact that we need to be changing constantly, always learning, always growing, and stepping out of our comfort zone. So if you're not changing and you're not getting better and you're not getting the results you want, take a look at this formula and score yourself out of 10 on each of these areas. How high is your dissatisfaction? How high is your vision? What do you need to do, or what do you need to change around your environment in order to get these scores up so that you'll overcome your resistance to change? Good luck. I look forward to hearing of your success.